Hi guys, give me a second. Hi guys, I am gonna get set up. Google Docs. Hey. Sorry, I had to say it. We are doing Safe Around Mountain Lions tonight. Hello, Chelsea. I'm doing wonderful. This is my second time going live today. So I'm already practiced. Hello, 7 Inch. I don't think I have anything that I need to bring up. Sounds good. Sounds good. Hello, Marie Angelina. That is not a question that needs to be answered or asked. It's really, quite frankly, none of your business. I am not. I told you. I told you guys this morning, didn't I? And hello, 7 Inch. I was gonna say hi, Joelle. We are gonna get started here in just a second. So when I was on this morning, I told Carol and I told Angelina, Marie Angelina, that tonight would be an interesting night. And it looks like it already is. Or was. Okay, so we are going to get into this right now. So tonight's topic is being safe around mountain lions. So this live is for anybody that lives in an area that has mountain lions. This can include eastern cougars or Florida panthers. And no, I am not talking about older ladies. Okay? I'm not. Don't be offended, anybody. Since basically they are all mountain lions, just with a different name. So let's get into tonight's live. Okay. I won't. I won't push you. No, I'm kidding. Oh, I forgot. I forgot. I forgot that I had to post a poll. Okay. So tonight's poll, we're going to try and do this every night. Should you run away from a mountain lion? Yes or no? It's really simple. Okay, so first thing that came up when I ran a search is that you shouldn't feed wildlife on your property if you live in mountain lion country. And I had to stop and think, why would that be an issue? Why can't I feed the birds if I live in mountain lion country? It's because other animals besides birds can be attracted to food put out for birds. So don't do it if you live in mountain lion country. You don't want a mountain lion hunting prey in your yard or on your property. You don't want it. So don't do it. By the same token, do not leave your pets outside if you are not with them. Seriously, again, don't do it. Because mountain lions will see small animals like chihuahuas and cats and other dogs, might look at them as food. So if you do that, you're opening yourself up to attacks by mountain lions. Hi, unknown. I appreciate that comment. Thank you. But I'm not Albert Einstein. Although I do call myself a nerd sometimes. So does that count? My hair isn't all funky either, like Albert Einstein's. Although, fun fact, I do have a learning disability, sort of like Albert Einstein. How do you like that? I went to write Albert Einstein. Hi, unknown. How are you doing? Sometimes I'd like to be unknown, but I can't because I'm Nature Guy X46. Or at least that's what YouTube says. Cougars love deer. Mountain lions love deer. So if you live in an area that has mountain lions, chances are you're going to see mountain lions. Well, you might see them. They're probably seeing you, but you're not seeing them. Second thing, and we've talked about this with bears, and we're going to talk about it again with mountain lions. If you find a carcass out in the woods as you're hiking, don't hang around. Chances are mountain lion has been there. They've fed. They might have tried to cover it up using soil or leaves, maybe branches, even snow, right? This is not a time that you want to spend taking pictures to show your friends. This is a time to get out of there without running, because if you run, you could already have eyes on you and not even know it. And if you run, you're going to incite predatory instincts. So wow. Yeah, I didn't even know it, but I had YouTube running on my other screen, and it froze up. Yeah, well, the problem is they will defend that kill and see you as a threat. More things that you shouldn't do or not do. Children should never be outside alone at night. Well, they shouldn't be outside alone or out of sight when playing, especially at dawn or dusk, because that is when mountain lions like to come out and hike. Sorry. I am trying to watch live, but I have to bounce between live and I've already been disconnected. That's beginning to tick me off. Sorry. Yes, the younger the kids, the worse it could be. So teach them exactly what I'm teaching you tonight. Another thing that you can do is install motion sensitive lights around your property. That way at least you can see them coming at you, or if they're in your yard. Another thing you want to make sure you do is you want to reduce hiding places. So wood piles, shrubs that they can hide behind, get rid of them, or be aware of the fact that these animals are there. If you have poultry, rabbits, goats, sheep, you want something that can go in at night, because they're the right size for a mountain lion to grab and run. No, you're not, Carol. I'm more popular than Mr. Beast? I don't think so. Am I really? That's not. I would not want to be that man, but I believe it. I'm glad you like my content, Dinozilla Rex. So getting back to mountain lions, if you're out in the wilds and you want to avoid a mountain lion, what should you do? I would say learn their tracks, know what their tracks look like. That's pretty important. Do not hike alone if you live in one of these states: Washington, Oregon, California, Nevada, Arizona, Utah, Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, Colorado, New Mexico, South Dakota, North Dakota, Texas, and Florida. Be aware if you live in any other states as well, this doesn't completely mean that these cats can't be encountered in other states. Know that. Travel in groups. No one should ever be left alone, ever. Be loud. It's fine to be loud when you're in predator country. Again, if you come across a dead animal or a dead, Canada too. Again, if you come across a dead deer or a dead elk, if you come across any dead animal and it is partially covered up, be aware that quite possibly, especially if it's next to a tree, that's a really good sign that you're dealing with the mountain lion. So, again, don't turn your back. If you see that, keep your eyes on it and keep moving backwards. Because, again, chances are the mountain lion, if it's in the area, has already seen you. You need to back away. If camping, again, like we talked with the bears, store your food and garbage out of reach of bears or cougars. Equally, if not more important, is this. Ladies and gentlemen, if you see cougar cubs while you are out hiking, without losing sight of the cubs, get out of the area. Don't run. Just walk backwards, being aware of what's going on around you. Guaranteed mom is there and she is watching. So it just got dark or darker because one of my lights just blew and I just put those in not too long ago. This is not a time that you want to stop and take photos. This is not a photo opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. It is a time to be smart and get out of there. I don't know about taking food up into the trees, but they can climb. Angelina, no, you want to be making noise. You want to be loud. If you see the mother, okay, and we're going to talk about what to do in just a second, but you do want to be loud. Wow. Yeah, you want to be smart. That sounds really pretty, Dinozilla Rex. We're going to talk about more about what to do as we continue. The second, or another thing that you don't want to do is wear headphones. Okay? Oh, they're stuck. Rather it's ones like this. or the digital kind, or not the Bluetooth kind. You want to be aware of the noises around you, is basically what I'm saying. Now, I'm going to go back to the channel, make sure I don't have questions. You definitely want to be loud. There is a video of a guy who encountered a cougar, and he was in Utah, and he got a lot of praise for it because he did exactly what you're supposed to do when you encounter a mountain lion. Except they don't tell you that he stopped to take pictures of cubs. Again, ladies and gentlemen, if you see cougar cubs, mountain lion cubs, don't stick around. Don't turn your back. Don't stop to pick up anything. Start moving back. Keep your eyes on the trail. Believe it or not, 7-inch, we're going to talk about fighting. Now, if you encounter a mountain lion, or even if before you even encounter the mountain lion, stay on the trails. If there are rangers around before you start your hike, ask them if there's been any sightings. Now, let's say you're on the trail. Oh, wait. Best idea not to take your pets. Okay? If you can help it, don't take your pets. Keep them on a leash, right? You don't want them off the leash. But if you do see one, stop. Do not approach it. Eye contact with that cat. If your kids are small and you can pick them up, put them on your shoulders if you can. If you can't, just hold them. If you have small pets with you, pick them up because they're going to be an attractant to that cat. A foghorn, if you have it, is not a bad idea. If you have bear spray, I did not see where that was recommended on cougars, but if they get too close, it's not a bad idea. Look big. Again, we talked about this with some of the bears. Raise your hands. Make yourself look big. If you're in a coat or a sweater, unzip it and go like this. Whoops. Get it up above your head. Make yourself look big. Wave your hands. Take your backpack off. Put that above your head. You want to be loud and firm, just like you are with your dog when it's being bad. Tell that cat to go away. Be loud. Clap your hands. Lead the way you came. Never, never, never turn your back. Sorry, guys. I lost connection again. You can whistle. It's better to be loud. You don't want to scream at it. You just want to be loud. You want to tell that cat where to go. And you should not be alone. You should be with somebody and they should be yelling too. Now, I said that you should throw things at it. That you should throw stones. Problem is, you have to bend down to pick up those rocks. That's a mistake, because if you bend down, you're making yourself look small, so don't do that. You have to convince that cat that you mean business and you are not to be messed with. Are you guys still there? Let me know. I can see Carol said whistle. We will go over the... I feel like I lost everybody. Yeah, and that might be the same video that I was talking about. It is not okay to bend over and pick stuff up to throw it. So don't do that. But if there are trees growing nearby, if you can, break a branch off and throw it at the cat. Kick rocks at it. But always maintain eye contact. A cat, mountain lions will make bluff charges. It's important to know that. It's also important that you don't back down. That you don't want to show fear. Even though if it were me, I'd probably have, maybe wet my pants. I don't know. But you want to keep slowly moving. Remember, if you turn and run, that's a sign that you're prey, so don't do that. So that takes me almost to the end. So if you have questions, sorry. I would say if you're having problems with live, make sure that you go in and do your check your internet on your phone. Make sure that you are that you've emptied your cache or your cookies, whatever the case may be. If you live in an area where there are mountain lions and cougars around, or panthers, and you have cameras set up. Maybe you have a ring, one of those rings that you have on your doorbell or whatever, or a trail camera that you can see from your phone. If you see them constantly, like maybe 3 nights in a row, that's probably when you need to call your Fish and Wildlife and say, hey, I've seen these guys 3 or 4 times. I don't know, 7-inch. I know they go for the throat and the head. So that's ultimately if you do decide to fight, and it is okay to fight. Exactly, you don't have teeth and claws. So most importantly, you want to protect your head and your neck. If you're carrying a walking stick and that animal gets close, it's okay to whack it. But if you're going to fight, fight. I could not see anywhere where they discussed guns. No, you can't jump as high either, so don't climb a tree. That's not going to save you. I swear, I keep seeing the same stuff every time I look at my video. So you want to be smart about it. They are really good at hiding. So, yeah. Don't wear headphones. Know what is around you. If you do see cubs, get out of there. Slowly get out of there. That's a good time to start clapping loud. That might be a time when you might want to start being loud. Hopefully you're talking the whole time, because that's going to help the animal know that you're there. And most animals, if they know that there's people around, they're not going to stick around. But the gentleman that I saw in the video, he was in an area where there could be mountain lions. He was by himself. Well, hopefully, if you do some of the other stuff, you won't need to fight. But you hear every once in a while about people in California or other locations where they do end up getting attacked by mountain lion. Being alone is probably one of the things that you most definitely don't want to do. Because I guarantee you, even if you run, you're not going to outrun it. Okay? That's not going to happen. And being a cat, they can climb trees. So your best bet is to make yourself look as big as you can. For me, that's really hard. Because I am short. So that's really hard for me. But if it means living, I'm going to do it. You know what? I was going to play a sound of a mountain lion, but I'm not going to do that because I don't want to get in trouble. So, do you have any questions about mountain lions? I don't. Yes, they do. It is not a sound you would think a cat would make. But you can look that up yourself. So I would say bring up a thing, bring up your browser after we're done with live, and just listen to the sounds they make. It is a little bit scary, especially if you don't expect it. So I talked a little bit about knowing their track. So a dog, if it's running around with you, you're gonna see the claw marks. They have claw marks, and they're gonna show it in their prints. A mountain lion, like all cats, like most all cats, they can pull their claws in, retract them. So you're not going to see the claw marks. So if you are out and about and you live in states where there could be mountain lions, that's going to be a sign that you probably need to back off. My light just came on. Now it's off again. I don't know. Carol, that I don't know. They might. If you see claw marks on a tree, that could be mountain lion or it could be bear. I've never noticed it until now. I don't know. But yes, they can claw up trees like a bear would. I talked about camping in Canada for a week on an island. The island there was a tree that had been scratched up. Believe you me and a friend that I was with, we went back to camp. I didn't want to find out if the bear was still there or not. I am working on a video for next week. Video, I'm gonna probably post that last. So after this live, I'm going to go back to working on strips for videos because I need to get those done so I can film them tomorrow, maybe. Oh, my ears. Yeah, I was 16, 17 when I did that camping in Canada thing. And I knew even then that scratchings on trees were not good. I guess we can open this up for regular chat. Did I help those of you that maybe are thinking of going out west or in the areas where there might be cougars? I feel like the one on bears, there was more to it. Canada has grizzly bears, but they also have black bears. The most important thing is teaching kids what they should and should not do. Because kids need to know, when it starts getting dark out, it's time to come inside. Yeah, I'm not worried about polar bears. I don't plan on going that far north. To be honest. Okay, so I want to, if I can. So, should you run away from a mountain lion? 20% of the people who took this poll said yes, and 80% said no. You should never run from any predator. Because that incites predatory response. So you should never run away from a predator. Yes. Don't do it. You're going to get yourself hurt. Yeah, to that animal you do. And if you turn your back to run, you can't see the animal, so you're in double the trouble. Okay, I'm going to let the poll keep going. I wish there was a way. Hold on a second. No, I was hoping I could get it to fix itself. Yep. Absolutely, that's what you should do. That's okay, Dinozilla Rex. I keep forgetting I need to contact YouTube. Oh, my bad. My bad. Yeah. Next week, we have some fairly cool lives coming up. Do you guys want 2 weeks or do you just want next week's? We had meatloaf. Nobody's chatting. You guys, it's okay to chat amongst yourselves. Next week, the 26th, Zoo to Do, Toronto Zoo. That's Tuesday. Fridays is Learn to Care, African Painted Dog. Both of those will be at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then November 30th, Exploring Nature Sandhill Cranes. Grilled cheese does sound good. Although I'm probably weird. I like pepper jack cheese on mine. I like a little bit of that heat. Yeah, my mom would do chicken noodle soup. Which was okay too. I really thought that our friend from Florida would be here tonight, Carol. She must have fallen asleep. Never had provolone on a grilled cheese, but I guess it would be good. I'm guessing 7-inch fell asleep. Isn't it funny how comfort food is different for different people? I understand. Well, I didn't have a long day. Um, I don't know. I think comfort food would be different for different people, but grilled cheese is definitely comfort food. Yeah. Um, no. The entire chat is not from the United States. You may be the only one that's from Canada, but no, not everybody is from the United States. I don't know if she's still on or not, but we have at least 2 from Europe that usually comes in, 3 from the United States. For me, it's French fries. I did. I did. It's really funny when I look at. Let's see if I can bring it up without causing utter chaos to happen. Hold on. Analytics, audience. So, the countries that watch my videos the most are. Is it not going to do it? Okay, fine. Are United States, Indonesia, Vietnam, Brazil, and the Philippines. Of course, there are other countries mixed in there, but it depends on the country, I think, Carol. I know that. But I think it depends on the province. Like Quebec has a lot of French speakers in it. But a lot of the signs that I saw when I was up in Canada were I meant I'm sorry, I meant province. A lot of the signs up there are bilingual. Or at least it seemed that way to me. Every time I leave and come back in, it starts the thing back up. The video. The chat stays the same, but the video is different. Wow. It went quiet again. I was trying to learn Spanish and I got so frustrated because the Spanish I was learning was a jumble. So then, Dinozilla Rex, why not United States? Is it easier to immigrate into Canada compared with the United States? Interesting. This is the one time where I'm going to allow discussion. Because it's not focused on American politics. That's so bad of me. My family originally came from Switzerland, like German-speaking Switzerland. So I've been working on even learning German. But I got to a point where I could read it and understand it. I need to get back into that, I guess. Maybe. But I don't know if the app will run for free or not. Ah. Well, our healthcare can be nah. It can be rough. Oh, good. Then I don't have a problem. I just have to get back into it. I was talking with he's my sister's best friend. Gotcha. And he's from, they live where? I want to say Netherlands. No, it's not, Carol. You're right. Is it Netherlands? Oh, that's bad that I don't know that. But he said Dinozilla Rex. Now, well, let he's not asking out of anything bad. Dinozilla Rex, I do my best to avoid discussion on politics in the United States. Because those of us that are from the United States can have different views on who they like and who they don't like. And I don't want fighting in the channel. No. It's not about you being Canadian. Oh, no, I misread it. Sorry. Because different people have different views. And it can be very, it can cause divisions. I guess that's a good way to put it. And it's not conducive to a chat. I know he's looking at doing deportations. I don't know what that's going to look like. Yeah. That is true. There are things that I think we're going to agree to disagree on. I will say this. I think it's going to be a very interesting 4 years. And I'm going to leave it at that. I will say this though. If there are moves towards environmental issues, I will probably speak my mind. I will probably speak my mind on it. But apart from that, now this bugs me. 7-inch. Do you guys pay wait. Carol, what is that fee that we pay for in schools with books? Book rental? Is that what that's called? For public school? Yeah, okay. I don't have kids, so, and I haven't been in school in a while. I bet you it gets tiring after a while. I know wherever in Europe my sister's friend lives, you don't pay book rental. my biggest our biggest problem is that the everyday person cannot be president. Unfortunately, that's true. Education is an issue. So in some ways, Europe has it a little bit better. I mean, we've already talked about like food and the difference between the foods in the United States and Europe when it comes to nutrition and food additives. Yeah, that is a really good question. And now it's probably worse because you have to pay for the right to rent ebook, the Chromebooks. There's more one of the things that I like, the best place that you can go shop at for food is Aldi. I can say it because I don't have a ton of money. I can go to Aldi's. I don't have to buy a lot of stuff, but I can feed myself for almost a week on Aldi's stuff. As long as I don't buy one thing I will say is there's so much history. Yeah. What did I hear today? Andorra, which is between France and Spain? Is that right? Or was it Spain and... Hold on, that's going to bug me. I agree, Marie, it is. Yes. So it's Andorra's between Spain. It's between Spain and France, and they don't have taxes. So people will go there to do their shopping. And if you enter through Spain and France, there's no visa, apparently, from what I understand. I don't know. You'd have to ask 7-inch. Sorry for shortening everybody's names, but see, so I take it things are expensive. I saw some of the shops and I was like, huh. Europe, I feel like, has the history. So people come on holidays or on vacation, spend their money. So it's basically a giant tourist trap. That's what I'm hearing. I the I think every country has their issues, but like if you turn on the news here in my area, mm, it's filled with violence. That's one thing I love. I love looking at big houses. Oh, me too. I might have to Google it. 7-inch. I I I gotta say the rest of your name. I love some of our big houses in this area, the older houses. I know they say they're hard to heat, but man, are they pretty. There gets to a point, though, where the house is too big. I don't want to, I want to live comfortably. Like a 2-bedroom or a 3-bedroom would be nice. Um, My family comes originally from Switzerland, but I don't remember the name of the name of the place. I would like a oh. See, I've never been to Aspen. I've been into Park City in Utah, or passed through it, I should say. Carol, you'll be proud of me. I got the bulletin done. Yep. I just have to print it off. Thank you, thank you. Sorry, guys, I didn't mean to interrupt. Here it's about is it all going the same way? I will write it down and then Google Earth it. And then we can talk on Tuesday. Yeah, no upside down page. What's been upside down? Ooh, I do like those. That's what I mean. Like, if you go to Great Britain and places, they have Hadrian's Wall. Yes, I do. Yeah, let's see. So we have a home in my area. That's the house. And it goes back quite a ways. No, that's in Portage. But originally it has 18 rooms, a walnut staircase, the little thing up above the cupola, provides a view of the entire farm. The house is 3 stories, is 7,800 square feet. There is a formal parlor, a kitchen, dining room, sitting room, study, several bedrooms. There were originally, the house consisted of 4,500 acres. It included barns for beef and dairy animals. From the top, you can see out across to Chicago. The walls are really thick. It's crazy how big that house is. See ya, Dinozilla Rex. See, I'd love to do that. Okay, now it's time to look at that. What? It looks like it's made in a lake. A 7-inch, it looks like the city is built in a lake. Like it has its own moat. That is crazy. I mean, it's beautiful. Super, super beautiful. I am down to 20%, guys, so I'm probably going to have to close up shop pretty soon. That is so crazy. I ended up in somebody's house. Well, I knew the country was. Yeah, yeah. I knew that about Amsterdam. That makes sense. But it is beautiful. I don't know how I ended up in somebody's house, though. So that's one of the streets. They're very, yeah. Ours, like the house that I live in, it's a 2-bedroom, possibly 3. Um, Mine is the biggest in the house. We have 1 bathroom, and we had 3 kids living in it at one time. 4 kids. But it's beautiful. The streets are clean. I don't see graffiti anywhere. Like, the water looks clean. I love how the trees are done. I mean, it's so beautiful. I probably should not be showing this because I'm like showing you somebody's home and their cars and everything. But that is so, like, I don't know, it's picturesque. It looks beautiful. Compared with where I'm from, and I'm not showing you where I'm from. I'm not going to do it. But I remember getting to work. Now, I used to work at a public school. I would get out of the car, and there were days when there were literally diapers in the parking lot. Diapers. Used diapers in the parking lot because people were too lazy to walk to the garbage can. Okay, y'all. Oh, I know. But it looks like there should be a Now, do most people work within the city? I love the cannons. Uh-oh. It is very beautiful 7-inch destroyer. Very beautiful. I wish I pass through Gary, Indiana every day. I'm sure you do. And urban blight is a very real thing in Gary. It's sad. If I ever became super rich, I would literally buy a church. One of these churches that is no longer being used. I would restore it. I would make it into a home. I would set it up so that I could have I would set it up to have my YouTube studio / office. I'd have my animals in it. I'd set it up so that I could have places for if I needed to. I would give Carol a place to live. No. Some of those churches, Carol, have been abandoned for years. To the point where there's nothing in there, that it's been desecrated. There's actually a church from our faith in San Francisco that was sold, and a guy turned it into his house. Baptistry and everything. What's up, Marie Angelina? Yeah, like that 7-inch, I think. I've never seen the movie, but that would be my guess. Maybe not as bad. Marie Angelina in Wyoming. I don't remember the name of the city. It might have been Evanston. But they transformed a Victorian style house into a restaurant. And the food was so good. Okay, I hate to do this, but my phone is at 11%. I need to sign off. I need to sign off so my phone doesn't die. But it's been great chatting with everybody. I love y'all. but I do need to go. Thank you guys for coming in. It has been fun looking at your city, 7-inch. Really cool. Be kind. Remember to never give up on yourself and always keep learning. And I will see you in the next one. Good night.